the game I've been looking forward to the most since we got promoted is here. We're taking on Ipswich Town. I cannot stand them. I'm a Norwich fan, determined to get one over on them. We're at Portman Road. I'm already being sick. Run the intro. Ugh! It's a big game for me personally. Probably not as big for the players, but for me, I want to get one over on Ipswich. We haven't been in that great of form since we last saw each other. We drew 1-1 away from home against Port Vale. We won 2-0 then at home against Gillingham, and things were looking okay. We drew 2-2 against Preston, so, an okay result. Not the best game of football in the world, but we got a decent point nonetheless. We then lost in the St Johnstone's Paid Trophy 1-0. Then we came back at home and won 1-0 against Chesterfield, and we've just had two successive losses. First one away from home against Birmingham 3-0. We just didn't turn up at all. And then we've just lost 1-0 actually as well to Portsmouth. So we're not doing amazingly well in terms of a league position. We're currently sat in 19th place. It is so tight between a lot of teams. Literally 1 week you're up in 12th. And then next minute you're back in the relegation zone. It is unbelievably tight. There's some amazing teams in this division. I mean, how on earth Preston are bottom of the table, I literally have no idea. But as I said, there's some really good teams in here, and we are fighting so hard. But unfortunately, we just keep having lapses of concentration where the boys are just not picking up their runs properly, not marking correctly, and we're getting punished by obviously a better off standard of opposition from League One than there is in League Two. So, as I said, today we take on Ipswich. We're sat 16th. They've not had a good campaign at all so far. They've still got a very, very decent squad for this division. Obviously got likes of Teddy Bishop in there, Kevin Bruce to the club, Brett Pidman. They've got James Henry in there, Jay Tabb, Cole Scouse. There's some still recognisable names in there. Obviously, the squad has completely changed since they've gone down. A lot of the big players have now left. But, as I said, it's still a squad that can cause a lot of damage. But, as I said, I'm so desperate to get one over on these boys. Anyway, enough of the jibber jabber. Let's get into the match and find out how we can get on. Always shit on the old blue and white. So these are how the two team lineups are for today. So for Ipswich, Blaszczykowski in goal. Knudsen and the lad I've been trying to sign on loan for the last 2 or 3 seasons is in the centre back position for them. Typical. Jack Rodwell, Bishop and Scouse. That's a strong midfield three. That is going to be tough to break down today. We've got Sam Clucas, James Henry and Fea on the options attacking for them. In terms of our team, well, this is now how I've decided to line up over the last sort of like couple of games. I just want to bring a little bit more defensive stability to the team. So we're going with Charlie Horton in goal, Rafferty, Whitmore, Ray and Kenlock. Kenlock playing against his former team, as is this guy, Larson Torre. Now, he was released by Ipswich. He didn't have the best of times there, only getting himself 13 games over the course of last season, but I think he can make a massive difference to us this time around. So he's on the right wing. He's been signed in on a free contract. Chris Hurd, Mark Randall, Sellers and Hazeldine, the only striker who's actually done anything this season, starts up top on his own. Going to be a massive game for us. I said I'm not looking forward to... Well, I am looking forward to this, because if we can win, that would be absolutely incredible. I'm just going to say, show me what you can do. Let's break this bad run of form. We've been terrible recently. We've been absolutely terrible. I don't really know why I'm bringing you this live com, because we're going to probably get absolutely smashed and I'm just going to look like an absolute idiot. HDR Ipswich fans going to have an absolute field day watching this one. If you are, mate, if you are watching this, please don't leave too many comments. Anyway, game's kicked off. How can we get on against the Tractor Boys? Blech. Oh my word, they've scored. I didn't even think anything was going to happen. Oh, 36 seconds in for... Literally opening highlight. I didn't think anything was going to happen. But Martina on the right hand side puts the ball in. And there's Feoa. I'm going to say Feoa. absolutely hammers it home, and Ipswich are 1-0 up. I mean, what an awful start. I wasn't even commentating because I just thought, oh, standard normal highlight, nothing's going to happen. Oh, God. This was a mistake showing this game. It's a mistake. Rafferty, throw into Glendon. Back to Rafferty to Hurd. Inside to Randall. What can he do now? Plays all the way back to Ray. Ball out to Sellers. Can we create anything on this left-hand side? He skips past his man. Can he get his ball into the box? Hazeldine, yes! Equaliser! Get in! Come on! Yes! Max Hazeldine, 5th goal of the season. That is the response I'm after. Sellers, using his pace, gets past his marker. Decent enough ball into the box. Oh, volley by Hazeldine. 1-1. Boom. Hasn't been any other highlights since those opening 2 goals of the game. We're a couple of minutes before half-time. Just keep it solid now, boys. Please don't concede a goal. Please don't score. Please don't score. Good save by Horton. Well done. Team talk. No, not pitch. Not pitch. Not pitch. Team talk. Assertively. Just concentrate for the next couple of minutes. Henry's on the edge of the area. He plays it back to Bishop. Please say this is the end of the highlight. He's skipping aside far too easy. Tackle. Oh my word. My heart just skipped. Heart just skipped a second there. Oh my word. Ooh, somehow got it into half time at 1-1. That was nervy towards the end there. I'm just going to say I'm pleased with how things are going. Keep it up. Now, I don't want to change too much in terms of a tactic. I'm just going to say try and retain the possession a little bit. Don't hit the early crosses because there's only one bloke up there. Let's not do that. Let's just try and keep a hold of the ball for a little bit longer in the second half and try and bring some of our other midfielders into the game because we haven't had much possession. We've only had the one shot which has resulted in the 1 goal. Ipswich are dominating the game. So let's try and get on the ball a little bit more, create a little bit more and try and get some of our other players involved because Mark Randall is on a 6.5 rating. It's probably because he hasn't seen the bunch of the ball. But who knows? Let's see if his tactic works for the second half. So Ipswich have made all 3 of their substitutions. I haven't made any subs yet. I just want to kind of see how over the next 5 or 10 minutes goes. But Randall on the ball, over to Sellers on the left-hand side. Can we create anything? Can we have our second shot of the game? Sellers on the left-hand side, puts it back. No one gets it. Torre to Hazeldine. Turns. Oh, saved by Blaszczykowski. But I can't believe that is our second shot. 3rd shot. We're racking them up now, boys. We're racking them up. So, Zachy Fries, who has just come on, is now on a yellow card. And he's playing at left back for Ipswich. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring Nathan Broadhead on and stick him further up. And I'm going to tell the boys, exploit the right flank. Now, the reason why, naturally, he's on a yellow card. Let's really get at him and put some pressure on. In terms of a midfield change-up, I'm going to bring on Eddie Martin. Now, you guys don't know who Eddie Martin is, but he's a youth player that has come through the academy and is actually looking a pretty decent option. And I'm getting him around the first team just to try and get him some experience. I'm just going to say that he comes in as a ball-winning midfielder. I know that puts a lot of pressure on these guys. They're all ball winners, but I just think that if we can possibly push these 2 guys up on the wings, it will give us a bit more of a solid option in the midfield if we've got Eddie Martin in there as well, just helping out the other 2 guys. 5 minutes left in the game. I don't know whether or not to go for it or just stay as we are. Or do we even go counter-attacking? I really don't know. I don't think I'm going to actually get the option of being able to decide because I think these last few seconds are just going to run out and it's going to be a 1-1 draw. I'd quite gladly have taken that. Ipswich are one of the favourites to go up this year. Yes, they haven't been performing, but when you go 1-0 down within a minute of the game starting, I'm quite glad of a point. I'm very, very happy with a point. Passionately, well done, lads. You've proved a lot of people wrong. Great result. Absolutely great result. We stay in 19th, but we built on another extra point because I saw there, yeah, AFC Wimbledon lost their game, so we get an extra point. We move a little bit closer, or clearer rather, of the bottom 4. That's a good point. That's a very, very good performance. If you've enjoyed this episode, leave me a comment down below. What do you think of the new tactic, the 4-1-4-1? What do you think of it? Let me know. Like the video if you've enjoyed it. Comment, subscribe to the channel, all the normal sort of things. HDR, if you watch this one, leave me a comment, bud. How do you think the game went? Let me know your thoughts. I'd be dying to hear it. Anyway, until next time, as always on the channel, you guys have been awesome. Adios.